Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. We have two teams both ranked in the top 6 and both with high expectations as they prepare to square off. It's the Texas A&M Aggies
entering play call screen.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get first crack at it here. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously, the superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously, a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Reed. Hauls it in. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Play fake, Reed. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And we knew the challenge this QB had against this defense. This is the best pass defense in the country. They do such a great job using their eyes, making plays, breaking on the football. They do a little bit of everything. And early in this football game, Palmer, the defense gets a win.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback now, you got to turn the page, but you got to be reminding yourself timing. Against the #1 rated pass defense, you have got to throw everything on time, and if it's not open, you get on in your progression or you throw it away or you take off, but you've got to have a plan.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Complete. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Here comes the heat. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
It's just so nice nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Under fire. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's second and long. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Extra point here will tie the game.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Could be an alley. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
15 options inside zone is selected.
The run inside. It's Morris. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
Entering base model screen, you have 7 options.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt to try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on the... And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. It's first down from the 11. Run in the red zone, it's Morris. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Rush is on him. And it's in for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's Reed to throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum, but keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that. Snagged it, and there's running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners on top right now in a battle of one-loss teams. And I say it all the time, but I really believe the team that can win the turnover battle will be the team that comes out with the W. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.
Return left is selected.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Coach Eli Drinkwitz at the half. They have got to use this home team's energy and enthusiasm to their benefit. As you know, this game has a lot of implications. It could separate them in the conversation for the college football playoff, but they have got to have a little better performance here to start the third. We'll see if this home crowd gives them the energy that they need.
Thanks, Holly. Running inside, it's Morris. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And it's in there for a touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Suggestions.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing a that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Turning it on! He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Zone week is selected.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Tempo adjustment option.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now.
You have 12 options. Puntback's cover is selected.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll start this drive from the 42. A designed run for the quarterback. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Owens. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Reed. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running the red zone, it's Owens. knocked down for the tackle.
Entering play call.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. HB dive is selected.
Running inside, it's Morris. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Play call.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The play action fake. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. The give on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4.
HD power is selected. Entering paused screen, you have 11 options. Resume is selected.
They go to the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Reed. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass. It's Reed. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Reed. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And here we go, final play of the game right here.
Options, HB zone WK is selected.
The give to the back. Maybe some room here. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Paula, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hubs. Advanced to up. Enter. Simhead. Advanced to option. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering